It's week 9 of the National Football League, and we'll see Brock Purdy. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Packers and the Eagles, just ahead on EA Sports.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
Tremendous production in college at 2 different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for a Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember, he's the son of a coach.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 103 in the yardage department.
I think he's exactly where he wants to be coming into a game, partner, because he has to still be riding the momentum from last week when he broke the century mark in rushing and had one of his best individual efforts of the season. I would expect that there's more from him on the way after that type of a game, and I know his teammates and coaches, they feel exactly the same way.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Throwing is Hurts. Caught by Wilson. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up.
Hurts fumbles it, and the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
So here are the Packers now with great starting field position. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Following the fumble recovery, Purdy, he'll get this one to Kupp, complete. The numbers a week ago for Kupp, 7 catches, 82 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Purdy. That is caught. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, put you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. And it's caught. Touchdown! Josh Jacobs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Hurts, 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we've wondered just how good is this team? They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. It's Barkley on the counter. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. A first down carry for Barkley. Down to the 42, 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Grant Calcaterra, 42 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from drawing level.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Throwing quickly here, and he's got Jacobs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Purdy now to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Well-timed effort by Darius Slay. A sack on the corner blitz.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. You look at this Packers defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on, because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give. Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Quay Walker came through to make the sack. Well, certainly not an ideal first quarter for him. Remember, he lost the fumble earlier, and here he ends up on the ground with a sack.
And sometimes what happens when you make a mistake early, you get too cautious going forward. Just cover up the football and take care of it and be able to cut it loose. Otherwise, your offense is going to stall.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. In motion left comes Brown. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now Jones. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. A handoff to Barkley on the option. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Yeah, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that...
The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Purdy. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down and 15 yards to go.
Throwing here, Purdy. Got his man, that's Luke Musgrave. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. 10-7 our score after 1, right here on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. As they've got it as we resume action. In motion goes the tight end. Purdy from the gun. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. This is 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle. This is caught. And the Packers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the...
And it's a Packers touchdown. Jaden Reed from a yard out. And the Packers have retaken the lead. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open to the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there, because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is now 14-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Flush. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Quay Walker able to record his 5th sack of the season. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. He's got Smith here. And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this down to the 41.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagle first down.
Back to throw again. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. The Eagles on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. From the 24 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. Back to throw here. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll look to throw here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in a shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down the ground. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Barkley, inside handoff. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. It looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. The kick by Elliott is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Shotgun now with Purdy. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. The Packers at 3-4 on the year coming into play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Purdy looking to throw.
And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
That throw right side here going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they started some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
He's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Tershawn Wharton,
the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Now Purdy.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense and Jalen Hurts ready to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Hurts. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. They'll throw now on the final play. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Bryce Young, excellent in the victory, as it's one that pushes his guys 2 games above 500. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packers offense and Brock Purdy getting ready for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Purdy sets up to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. Purdy now to throw. A short throw to Musgrave. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Purdy will set up to throw it here. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29.
He's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Purdy. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Finds his receiver, Watson.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's second down.
It's now second and 6 at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
3rd and 4.
Throwing here, Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
And his kick is good. And that'll make this a 7-point game. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And that is incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10.
The Packers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
Play action. Now Purdy. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Rodgers on the return. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Philadelphia's offense ready to go again.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts to throw.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Fast, slow, it doesn't matter. If you give a quarterback enough room to escape, he can hit you for a big gain. You've got to give him a little more focus moving forward.
A give to Barkley out of the gun.
To the 43, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level. But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They go play action with Hurts.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. He's got 9 points on field goals now. He's made 3 of them. That gets him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And for him, it's not his concern, right? He just goes out there when they call on him and goes ahead and puts points up on the board. But the offense has got to get together and figure out what's stalling their drives, so they have to keep calling on him.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 26-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. "23 yards on the tuck and run. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the fourth quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
To the left side, there's the tight end, Musgrave.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it. And the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
In motion left goes Watson. Purdy from the gun on 3rd down.
Flushed out right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
Now that's a killer because you think you've got it absolutely covered. And then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turn.
And he's got it down to the 28.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the fourth quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be stopped here well short of the 1st down at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants it.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Packers pick it up. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Following the fumble recovery, Purdy. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
He'll get it here on the jet sweep. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Eagles' 41-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Purdy. Past the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him the first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Purdy bootlegging it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Zach Bond
in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. After the sack here, 2nd and 11. Jacobs going to try the middle. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
This to Jacobs on the toss right. And he is going to lose yardage here. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Patrick Jones there on the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Hurts looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Back to throw again. That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
From the 33, here's second down at 7. Throwing is Hurts.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
And Wilson in motion left. Hurts.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts.
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Nothing like understanding where your escape hatches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Once again, it's Jacobs. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here.
Offense.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Purdy looking to throw. That's to the tight end, Musgrave.
Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here's Purdy. He's got his target. That's complete.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a handoff to Jacobs.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment defense.
A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra
Still third down.
That extra emphasis on it got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Purdy down to a knee, and that should be the final act of the ball game.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Error-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate.